This episode is brought to you by Buy My Stuff on eBay. Yes, you too can buy my stuff from eBay. Simply search for the seller, Tin Dog Podcast, and you can own some rare and collectible items. From the same people who brought you Buy My Books on Amazon. Check the show notes for a direct link.
Scanning for audio.
Hello and welcome to a Tin Dog Podcast. This time I'm talking about the return of the Doctor. Now I'm not talking about the return of the Doctor in the sense that I've got some news from Disney. I haven't. I'm talking about the big finish run of the 13th Doctor, who of course we know as Jodie and Mandip. Released September 2025, which means that this is quite a recent review for something that's just come out. Okay, let's start, as always, with a synopsis. Having saved the peaceful planet Zaras from the evil alien threat, the Doctor and Yaz set off on their next adventure, only this time Yaz wonders if they're moving on or running away. Convincing a grudging Doctor to return to the planet, they are shocked to find that the inhabitants are in turmoil. What did the Doctor do? Why is the city in ruins? And what's that voice in Yaz's head? Limited to 1,500 copies, physical copies obviously, and there will be another one at Christmas. Yeah, that's it. It's going to be available to the general public on the 20th of November, but of course you can buy it now directly from them. Written by Rory Thomas Howes. So, what have we got? Well, we did hit the ground running with the vampire story. That was a strong story. But it's still very, very, very much a TV Doctor Who story. And by that, I mean, you all know my feelings on, Jodie's time as the Doctor and Jodie's interpretation of the Doctor. Not my favourite, but you know what? That's not a crime. It's not. And this feels like a very good TV story, because it deals with one of the central premises of Doctor Who that is always ignored and something that fans always go on about. Big Finish has been in existence for nearly 30 years, and this is one of the few times that we actually get to deal with, and I know this is a word we don't like to bandy about, consequences. We start with a very strong opening. The Doctor and Yaz are on a planet, and they save the day. It's the end of a brilliant adventure where things happen and you kind of go, we've missed all the good stuff. And we haven't. We get just enough background story to know what's going on, and then they leave. As always, as every single Doctor Who story before that has gone on and done, that's what they do. Something occurs and then they leave. Well, you know what? That's not the end of the story. Because here we are dealing with what happens if they've got a time machine. They go back, it's 10 years later. Things aren't great. Things did not get better. Despite what Brian Cox's song would have you believe. So that is interesting as a premise. But what you need in order to sell the premise to us is an actual cracking Doctor Who story. And this is pretty damn good. You've got the villain of the piece. I don't want to give spoilers here because with it being a one-shot release, there's not going to be as much, I don't want to say nuance, but secondary plot and development to go on. Yes, the emotional arcs of all the characters is in place, and that makes total sense. You wouldn't be a writer worth your salt if you weren't producing that kind of thing. An actual direction for everyone to go in, twists, turns, all of that. They're all present. But they are of the quality of an extremely good TV version or TV episode, TV story, with Jodie in it. It's not big, well, it is Big Finish. I don't want to damn with faint praise. This wasn't truly for me. It didn't grab me and go, this is the greatest Doctor Who story of all time, but that's not its job. Its job is to be a really good bit of storytelling and to get us used to this Doctor on audio. And if that was its job, which it is, it's done it very, very well. Thoroughly enjoyable story, looking at consequences. And it works. The development of Yaz and the Doctor's relationship here works. Even the use of the sonic screwdriver and the fact that I hated this design, truly did. Let's face it, on paper it could have worked so well. It had spoons as a main thing. You could have taken that gorgeous sonic screwdriver that Capaldi had, added spoons to it, made it even better and more quirky rather than that melted lump of nonsense they had. But that's fine. That's a personal gripe. It's one of the many gripes I had about the designs at the time. I hated that TARDIS interior with an absolute passion. Jodie looks so much better in the new and current TARDIS. But this is audio. I can imagine whatever I want. And it works so well. You bought the last one, you're going to buy the next one, and I know you've already bought this. And most reviews in this world are, hey, you've already bought something, it's kind of cool, or if you like that sort of thing, you'll like that sort of thing. Well, yeah, of course those things are true, but this is a pretty good story. Pretty good idea, and it's a concept that isn't gone into very much. Now we all know the real reason the Doctor doesn't go back, and it's not because they're frightened, it's just that the Doctor wants to leave on a high, and once the normal people get in charge, they start making normal mistakes, and nobody wants to get involved in admin. And that's the real reason. The Doctor is admin-averse. Look, here's the trailer, decide for yourself. Until next time, be seeing you.
Oh my, the whole city's in ruins.
From Big Finish Productions, the 13th Doctor Adventures, Return of the Doctor.
Subtle it was at first, raised voices, bit of rough housing, then all of a sudden fighting in the streets.
I thought Zarians were supposed to be peaceful. Oi, look! It's a poster. Wanted, the Doctor, alive. Me? What have I done?
Stop right there! Hands on your heads, now!
No chance we're doing a round of head, shoulders, knees and toes.
They all blame you for something, except no one can tell us what. It's like hyperfixation.
Doctor, look at their eyes. Clouded over. That's interesting.
Citizens! Our decade of turmoil approaches its long-awaited end. At last, we have the Doctor!
Oh good, I love an entrance.
Doctor, I sentence you. At noon tomorrow, in this very square, you will be executed. Take her away!
Wait, what have I done? Yaz! Doctor! Get up! Let me through!
I reckon, whatever it is, it's alive. It's evil.
Yasmin Khan.
Who's there?
Yasmin Khan.
I've heard you before. Who are you?
It's all her fault.
What do you want? I know what this is now. And it's still in you. It's alive and it's...
Doctor!
What do you mean? What's in me? The Whisper was ready for a feast. Now it's starving. It's eating its host inside out.
Big Finish, for the love of stories.
She cannot run forever. Tomorrow, the Doctor will die.
That was the Tin Dog Podcast. All topics discussed are the intellectual property of the copyright owners. No infringement is intended. Why not follow the show on Blue Sky at tindogpodcast.bsky.social. If you've enjoyed this podcast on YouTube, please click like and subscribe. To contact the show, email tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.